So the screen is sharing. That will be my first time live sharing screen. Oh, let's go. My first. So, good morning. This is one of my first live here without sharing my face, only sharing the screen of a certain file. So you probably have been watch one of these this project in different. That one was a old version of the project, and we did an upgrade on the new logo of the Futurist, moving to the Futurist Society. Actually, we are a lot of publishing and also writing books and growing the club through social media. So we're gonna be moving forward in that direction to build up more and more assets first before getting involved in any stuff with heavy set of liability. So, in my point of view, that kind of planning makes sense. But if you have any comment, just comment at the end of this video. Prompt discussion. So this is the esport based project and also the Oasis project. These are part of the most heavy. Perhaps it could be easy to put in place, but the most heavy planning I have to build, because it's not built at 100%. This is a side of it, but I started looking at this years ago, the esport project. So there is numbers, because the main objective is not just the project, but the money you and I can make with the project. But those all things flows up or through numbers, financial based numbers, and probability of success. So you don't want to put your money on jeopardy. So you want to make sure that you're going to have the most outcome and using the fast and forward way. So I said to someone, it doesn't bother me if he's my enemy. If when I'm gonna put my money in, tomorrow when I'm gonna wake up, you're gonna be multiplied by a million. For me, my enemy doesn't matter that time. So I'm gonna put money in it because I have 1 million 2 days later. So it just shows up like business is business, emotion by emotion. So gotta make decision. So the last thing, we're not enemies here. You just like to shows up like you have to stop being emotional when it comes to money, because there is sense with the power to screw up your whole financial assets. And I was studying yesterday on my Wall Street of Financial Markets. That's what I was studying. Optimism bias, bias you have emotion. There is a lot of things. So you gotta avoid to have that. You have to be balanced and prompt to make right decisions. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your money overnight. So this is the vision. So you can have mostly this part numbers. So these are numbers. 79% small audience under age 35. So for the most people who are 35 or less, there is 70% of those people watching live stream on sport. Almost 100, close to 80. So 20% or 21% are not. And this is just the part of the population of the world from 35 to 0. But there is 1% who have more than 35 like me, and I watch actively when I have time esports. So that one, they didn't talk about it here. It's just because after 35 you're really busy most of the time. But sometimes I have time to watch it. So that's the most important statistic you can see on the demographic side. There is some other statistics on the other side, so you can take time to approach it. Everything is right. This is live stream. This is players on the incentive side, and then buying. That's me. The money you can make, or the money they are making through live stream from 2017 and now 2018. My name is right here, man. I was with a tax professional. I am the founder of the Futurists Esport project too, and the actual founder of the registered business, the Futurist Society. We are growing, actually, working hard to try to put in place a magazine. We are favorite team when pulling it. Probably food is part of it because people stops hitting. Talking about new solution ways, fast forward way to making food or healthy kind of foods, jet stuff. So can make sense, but we're gonna talk about it later. For the day, we have this presentation. So this is how average people use the bus engaging for esport live stream, because the caveat on esport is, for me, it's multifold. But the first start of the time you spend on watching live streams versus the time they spend on playing too on live stream. So you watch, they play. There's win-win on the both sides, and they had to hit the heavy industry of, I'll name that, not just entertainment, but art built around the entertainment. Advancement contract, franchising or endorsement. So it's grab more money. They are short shoes, share. We used to play video game, tables, keyboard, controller, screens, even cars equipped with screens so you can play video game on your car. So it's big implication for the business. You can even have video stuff or airplane, right? So tablet and so on. So the profit is more than just the live stream. The live stream is the most well, things have to start. When I have players from the other side who have set the rhythm game and they put the league around it, and then the distance spent for player and time spent for washing, because both sides make money. And then come the endorsement industry, ad based industry, a lot of contract ads. So guarantee, if it's well managed, you can guarantee a live stream income for everybody until retirement. So you take off so you can invest money to other kind of companies like no speaking screen, keyboard, like taking industry. So in brief, purchase numbers, how is growing. You see how is the progression of the actual industry. Exhibit 35 expect the typing market in the US will reach 372 million in 2020. That was 2020. But provision probably will start growing by 2024 as already in 2023. So 372 million is a great number, and that's why it's mostly for direct based income, not with no endorsement for branding, because those team will build brand around the team, so they will have heart, they have a lot of connects activity. Their fan have to have t-shirt, hat, shoes stamped with the logo of the team. A lot of things on car, some hard and carnivores. So you name it. And for the existing expect annual revenue of followers to rise due to improvements and due to improving engagement. So you can see the whole graph are listed here and numbers. And yours. So this side, these are number of which by as a number of followers. Okay, from 100 to 800, let's say. And annual average revenue of average. So probably in million. You didn't put any multiplicators, but the blessing or the good part of it is that those graphs are progressively getting higher years after years. It's not like something's going slow or going slowly down. So they have a steady growth from year to year. Twitch and YouTube gaming have a larger audience than really entertainment platform, including HBO, Spotify, Netflix, ESPN, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Hulu. Hulu is the kid of the band, YouTube and Twitch are the most high. So you can see from Hulu here, we have Pandora the second, iHeartRadio the third, ESPN, which is what you do. There is a lot of gaming NFL, so basketball. Then we have Netflix, Spotify, HBO, and then Twitch, the most higher YouTube gaming. The sport agency is similar to the approach of large professional sport leagues. So the beautiful part of it, for the first graph I was talking about, if more had or more presence on media, the subscriber can grow on Hulu and those other platforms where we have a few part of esport, but YouTube and Twitch are the most high. And I'm comparing NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL and other sports. To esports, we can see that for starting industry and even not yet really recognized, we have reached good number, which is 167, close to NBA and NFL. NBA is 231 and NFL is 270. So 167, 100 an industry not yet really specialized or really recognized. It's a great number. With more action, we're gonna go fast. Because the actual things, there is no league on the esport. At least the league is the owner of the game. You know, you have the game, you create your league. So that's the beautiful part of it. That's why I said like the growth is pretty simple on esport. Those companies making games have other contracts than just doing streaming or organizing, putting in place championship for games. They have more revenue, so we can make it a much more higher scale than NFL and NBA. So the sales to scale, they have contracts with console, platform game, or any kind of game on mobile. The profit is even huge. So from some years from now, we're gonna have a higher number than 167. At least it's the end of the world. No, there is nothing else to do. So, but if the world keeps keep on going, there is more profit to make on esport than other kind of field. It doesn't mean that other kind of field or audience won't do improvement to grow. Probably they will be growing too. But esport have more futures to make it at a higher scale. And then come to the things we all like the most. Money. Money made by well-known game or gaming platform esport. And for confidence, I'm a fan of MOBA, multiplayer like 5x5, because they're really good for critical thinking, leadership, and also team spirit. You know, everybody on MOBA don't do the same thing. There is a specific player handling a specific side of the game, so you can't go anywhere. At least it's part of the strategy. So that's the second part of it, the strategy of playing and critical thinking. It's really good. And the first one is a MOBA, what is the D2, with 38 million in 2017. That is prize money. And they organize tournaments, 159 tournaments. I don't know how, but in one single year. And then we have the Counter Strike. And we have League of Legends, another MOBA. And then we have other games as well. The Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare version. Yeah, Overwatch, StarCraft, Halo 5, other games. But the most interesting here is that you can see money, numbers, and they are all on million. So the total give around 130 or 13 million something. So you can see the number at the end of the table. But the fact here is just the number growing with more heart. If you put the same budget like the NFL on esport, just on hard an organization with school and so on, recruitment, gonna be a big boom. But hassle to change nothing, just take the same company, the same amount of money. You're gonna see esport will be going more faster than the whole industry on live stream. And you don't need 10 years for that. In 5 years planning will be enough for a boom. Even before 5 years, we will see result. So we need to make money. Not. Yeah, it's going, ChatGPT. Gonna say bye bye in terms. Who knows? Gonna be just something now. Like asking you a fork while eating at the table with no fork to your husband. I wanna have a fork. So go to ChatGPT. I wanna have a fork. So it could be a normal thing. Are you gonna see a robot come with a fork and buy a little ChatGPT? To CSGO, Counter Strike. So this number will better approach it, but more zoom on what we have seen previously on one of this graph. And just like this whole set of numbers we have are mostly located in some certain kind of country, and here we have just a few part of it, but it's more Japanese, European, Korea, and Chinese. The small part of US is involved, probably because we're too busy on something else or too much issue to solve on us. But it could be interesting to have more involvement. But the nice thing, we do have involvement, so that's what make us that we know things about it. That's some of my friends say we know shit about it. I apologize for the word, but you have to try to give an explanation of how people used to say that on street late. So it could be with more outcome to drive more interest on it, investor or just normal people. Because for myself, I really believe that you can make a live stream income, even retirement, out of playing video game or being part of the video game industry. Because I see that like your brother Bright who created the airplane is pretty right or pretty right. People didn't believe that they're gonna create $1 billion industry. They was even laughing because a certain kind of people in my neighborhood are trying to build something to fly. They believe that man can fly. We only have train. We don't need to fly. Those kind of things happen every day. We only have this, that. We don't need what you're trying to do. It's just like Steve just said it. People don't really know what they want. I can add even what they like. And she showed that to them. That's what Steve Jobs said. Or I would say that everything will be opposed. Every people will be opposed to everything new. One is not built by them because it's not just built by them. Because good things have to pass properly by that one. But when you wash around, you're gonna see there is a lot of things the same people use, and sometimes everything they use haven't been built by them, but it just happened that they accept those things over a certain time. So it will be the same about your stuff. Today they don't need it, tomorrow they're gonna need it. Just keep doing it. That's the best thing to do. Next, because we don't build our sneakers, someone has built it for us. So bag, whatever we use at home, you don't even know where it comes from. You just know that it works when you hit with a fork. But sometimes it's built somewhere in China or somewhere in a certain country by some people you don't like, but they build fork well. So you need a fork or not? That's the things. You don't have to care about the people who build it. The fork works. Use the fork. So this is a kind of fork. What we are washing here is a kind of fork too. So cool having interest now and getting involved. Good. Don't have it, no problem. Gonna have it today or tomorrow. Today after the session, or probably tomorrow. But some certain kind of things take time, It's not like the first day you're gonna see an airplane landing at the airport. You're gonna be comfortable to get it. Sometimes it's scary when flying, They have to avoid some clouds. Some people have been getting out of airplane after long hours with red ices because they thought they're gonna die. So it happened. But you reach the destination. Over time, you're gonna have to not a bit to don't have that sensation no more. It happened to me a lot. Not to have red ices, but to feel scary because when they escape cloud, because they can't go through clouds, it's dangerous. They look like nothing, but they're really dangerous. So they have to avoid them most of the time. And I think about one thing when that happened. There is a guy on the cockpit with family somewhere and kids going to school. He wanna sit tomorrow. So why you gonna crash the airplane? That's the question. So I stick on him because he is here piloting the airplane. So we're gonna get down safe. At least with the highest percentage of being safe because they have kids. They even have salaries when they don't have kids. They want to see the next paycheck for the next party to happen, or the next whatever. Sometimes planning to buy a Ferrari tomorrow, so you want to get down safe. I'm pretty sure. At least some fingers. But for close to 100%, you're gonna be safe because it takes hours to train someone to pilot an airplane, and they get big check for that for a reason too. They have great hotel every place they go. Land the airplane. I'm pretty sure they wanna see the next hotel with the next car Ferrari they're gonna buy. So feel safe by thinking about the pilot. So we'll be fine, be safe. So we have an airplane here, the kind of airplane talking about the e-sport industry, because investors have money, yes, but they don't have money to trash. You know, the money they have is to put on something to grow the money. So it's a kind of airplane actually to go through the e-sport industry with no information, because you don't know what is the cloud, you don't know what is the sun, you don't know what is the airport where you have to land. You need coordinate. So these numbers are kind of coordinate, airplane and roadmap, or ways to avoid clouds on a pathway to the next airport. If you're flying, I mean, there is a plan when you fly. Yes, it's an entire plan to avoid that kind of things. So take time to watch the video one more time if you can. The video will be on Facebook, probably on YouTube. I will put it on YouTube. Almost all social media we use with the Futurists Society and myself. So we better appreciate the content. Way to use it if you want to invest. But there is caviar, and more than caviar, say Nigerian, there is tomato. There is tomato. Investing in e-sport, and the revenue could be fast and high. We just have to put our serious on creating the environment, having tournament. If you want, every month, if you want, I don't know. It's an entire offering behind all of this. People, gonna bring people happiness, family changing their life because the kid is getting more money. He's now an e-sport player for life with lifetime contract. And there is a road map and a career from player to coach to whatever, you know. And there is an entertainment people, marketing people, there is a content for the money, attorney to handle contract, or to mitigate problem for litigation. You know, things happen. So everybody wanna have something to eat, you know, something to put. If they don't wanna eat, something to put in their pocket. You know. Lego is 100% legit or legitimize business. So there is no more secret for you on knowing numbers in sport and how the market has been growing for years, and how platform like Twitch and YouTube is doing on the e-sport live stream, and it's insane. Insane the right way, not the wrong one. Because the word insane is so confusing for a lot of people. Why we use it? Because insanity is not really a good thing. But it's a way just to say that it's terrific, you know? It's awesome. It's even handsome. Beautiful. So those are number of percentage we have proof. But the e-sport from starting industry, to be honest, I've got great number and a bit more stability on proof than other fields, because those other fields have been building themselves from the ground up for years, decades, probably centuries. Like basketball, I've got more than 100 years, you know? The league, if I'm not wrong, I have to check it. But the esports is just a starting industry, mostly well known and well developed with how you name that, cyber cafe, or how you name that, cafe bomb. The other day I was watching a company of interest for me. Nader is the South Korean leaders in cyber cafe in South Korea and Japan. So you can pay for a day, play, pass your time playing video game, families and friends if you want. Some hotels do have the same fee. It's an entire suite. You just pay. That's all you gotta do there and eating. Families and friends. So you see the industry, that part is that we were talking about it. I was talking about entertainment, endorsement, goods and services around it. But there is hotel, gaming based hotel specialized just on receiving people like for video game purpose. A cyber cafe. So they have a name they use in Japanese. It's cafe. It's coffee bank. Coffee bank. Cyber cafe is mostly French. But they use the same word in Japan. Cyber cafe. Probably it's been drawn by French people. Cyber cafe. Coffee bank. I guess that's what they use. So we have more and more. So we have sponsorship for example, percentage like harassment represents 51% of overall game video content gross revenue in 2017. I'm expecting its gross harassment revenue will grow at 25% CAGR from 2028 and 2022. So you have a 20% growth in addition of the actual 51% revenue driven by just ad. It's an interesting way of deviating, you know. If every year there is a deviation of 25% growth, like you have $10 today, for instance, then let's say 10%, and tomorrow that 10% we're gonna have 20% additional, and that number will be the actual 100% of the year. And then in the actual number of the year, you're gonna have 20% of that number. Again, 25% next year. So you're gonna take that number plus 25% will be 100% of that year. So on and so on. So that's that around things. And we even have I said donation. Some organization are fighting because they have causes to defend, for some kind of people to better learn or develop their attitude or aptitude, let's say skills around this video game industry. Just like I was saying, mobile, for instance, is good for leadership, skills, critical thinking, team spirit. Those kind of things are really for interest for a lot of organization to drive them together with the normal academic study. It's just like the academic world is getting worse every year. They have a lot of people trying to apply, but nobody's getting because they look like booked hotel at a place to be school. It's really funny at the end that all infrastructure producing sometimes good people, sometimes people getting lost involved or kind of drug addiction to body, and so I hope you have no addiction to study courses and so on. But don't get me wrong, I know what I'm talking about because I'm a student too, a fellow student. So, let's start. Let's finish. I've got education presentation, so you can be a person the video here on YouTube after the session. Taking time to take a picture if you can, but this is the work we have done for you to better learn about this industry. So it would be a good thing if you give us some credit back out of it. We need credibility sometime, or in this case, is to recognize that you have been presenting to you by a certain kind of person that also credit. So because some people have the keys, they receive something for you. After you get out, develop something, I develop a concept myself, nobody, no sport, and so on, start talking about it. And when do we start asking for more and additional question, you get caught that you knew nothing about it, you start complaining about me. That guy didn't give me everything. But the intent wasn't to give you everything, the intent is to do a presentation. If you see that you have more interest, and you have people who have more interest, drive them to me, me and you, we're going to develop a plan to talk to them, so we become a partner. But people are just selfish, you want to take the credit of something. And when you have a right time, you're going to complain about me. I don't even know what you did with me. So such a strange way to throw money on trashes, because that is a way to throw money on trashes. You just have to come to talk to me. I'm not hard when it comes to that kind of things. At least you try to waste my time. We're gonna discuss properly first, and then we're gonna meet. But you're by my side as a partner, so we're gonna know what we're gonna tell them. Things will be done. If there's more question, we're gonna answer. There's no magic for that. Do you want to make money or just not? So we're gonna do that the right way. And don't complain about me if you weren't there alone and didn't treat you the right way or something bad happened. So from now, I'm gonna wish you to have a nice and wonderful day. My name is Ray Helmer. I wish you well. You was for the tax professional. Life coach with advices, life training, the one who promote project was CEO program, and here in the Futurists Esport for the Futurist Society. I'm gonna wish you to have a nice and wonderful day. Be peace.